All right. Well, you know, the other big request has been for unbox therapy videos beyond the Razer has been about the new MacBook, the 16-inch MacBook. I've actually got it right here. It's in studio, and we just shot an unboxing video upstairs. It looks a lot like the old MacBook, obviously, and it's marginally bigger. Of course, it has the different keyboard. It has the different fingerprint scanner. It has the dedicated escape key. They also mess with the audio. It's got a bigger display, but it's very MacBook.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's very MacBook. Of course, it's got upgraded specs, internals, and you can spec it out like crazy. The video from upstairs on Unbox Therapy is going to be more comprehensive than this, but I found this article which is kind of in line with my thinking about this device for the time being. This is a post-Johnny Ive play. And, of course, we've been thinking and talking about some of Apple's decisions in the iPhone realm in relationship to battery life and in relation to features and functionality potentially above design, potentially above thinness. There may be a slight tweak happening within Apple in the realm of form and function. The keyboard probably being the biggest with this particular thing, but it did get heavier and fatter. And that now makes another product in 2019 from Apple, which is fatter and heavier than the previous version of it. The iPhones and now the MacBook Pro. This one is a bit easier. It's an easier pill to swallow because you did get the extra screen real estate. But of course, Apple's also saying you're going to get another hour of battery life. There are advantages to this, obviously. And I'd like to commend Apple for, in my opinion, listening to the tech community. Because I'll tell you, Will, I'm going to give you a little story here, a little history. I've been in this game making videos for a couple of years, at least.
Sure have.
And over the years, you go to trade shows, you go to CES. We got a video on the channel. We had a party at the Palms. Everybody was there in the tech community, or a lot of people were there. And I can't say everybody. You had everybody in the tech community. We go around the room. Which smartphone are you actually using? Was the concept. Unfortunately, I wasn't at CES. I haven't been in a while. But this is a fun thing. You go around the room, you hear the unfiltered, you see the conversation take place. And I'll tell you from personal experience, behind the scenes, the idea of increased battery life at the expense of potentially form factor, both in smartphones and laptops and elsewhere, was something that this community had been discussing for a long time in private. We would say, hey, man, they can make it a bit fatter. If we can get better battery life, we'll take it. Mm-hmm. So that was happening in those conversations in private amongst, obviously, a group of tech enthusiasts. And I think those conversations were also happening in a wider way across tech enthusiasts beyond even just people posting on YouTube. And I really feel like this is a move. This is a good move. It's a move that I appreciate. So we have a trend now. It's not just a move, now it's a trend, Will. And if Apple continues down this trend, down this path, I think it spells a positive outcome, particularly for who Apple would consider pro users. Mm-hmm. This group that wants to just shift that line a little bit from form towards function. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, they could have gone further, Will.
Yeah, they could have made it like triple heavy.
No, I didn't mean that.
Super thick.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they could have done that.
Yeah.
But what I meant specifically is the diversity of ports on there. We still are stuck in Thunderbolt land.
Right.
And you and I talked about, throw an SD.
Yeah.
So they're not going fully that way, but imagine it's not impossible. If people keep talking and making requests, they backtracked on the keyboard, they thought about battery life, it's not an impossibility that they're not going to listen to users. So, but I will say I also tested out, And you can go check this out in the video, the unboxing video. Tested out the microphone as well, the studio microphone. Really interesting stuff going on. Definitely worth your attention. Very expensive laptop, though. Important to know. But part of a trend.